Happy Festivus Eve. This is Hadley Thorne, and I'm here with Alan Gamboa, Rich Restucci, and Scott Baker, bringing you some holiday cheer and to tell y'all how much we've missed you. Our apologies for being absent. And that's about all I've got to say, except like, subscribe, hit that button, all the things, and I'm going to hand it over to Big Mike.
Well, Big Mike's on vacation, so you have to do with me. It's nice to be back here after our little hiatus. Is that how you pronounce it? Hiatus? Hiatus. It's good to see you three smiling faces, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas coming up. And I hope all you out there have a very Merry Christmas. And we're going to have some surprises for you in the coming new year. We're working hard to get some content out there for you that we hope you all enjoy. Tonight's movies are Christmas theme, Black Friday, and a Christmas horror story. Now, Scott, he's above me on my screen. There he is. Oh, okay. He picked. Actually, I think you picked both these movies, not originally for tonight, but
no,
like in the past, right? So these are kind of both your babies.
Well, I picked a Christmas horror story for tonight, but I've been pushing Black Friday for weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There we
Y'all
go.
say hi.
Hi, Cecil.
Hey, Cecil.
Hi, Cecil.
Howdy.
Happy Festivus. Air your
I love that.
grievances.
I love that episode. In fact, we should do that right now. Anybody here? We'll use this. It's a Big Mike attachment.
Does this count? I'm the one who made Imbo. I'm the one who made
I have a whale.
So tonight we're going to review these two new holiday classics. Yes, new holiday classics. Out of all, we could have done Die Hard 1 and 2, but everybody's seen those.
Yes.
Polar Express. We could have done. There's a ton of movies. A White Christmas. Oh, I don't know. There's a ton of movies we could have done, but we picked these two gems because they shined brightest as midnight stars
To our personalities.
So this is our gift of frankincense and myrrh to all of you out there. I hope. Anybody got anything to say?
No.
I'm just rambling now.
Yeah, let's go.
Just
Keep rambling.
Just
You start.
rambling.
Yeah, keep rambling. You start.
Yeah.
Okay. How about I'll start with a Christmas horror story. How about that? Kick that one off. This one has William Shatner in it, and I know as soon as you heard William Shatner, y'all got excited.
The Shatner.
The Shat.
The
No.
Shatner.
It's basically an anthology movie. There's 4 stories wrapped up in Mr. Shatner, Captain Kirk himself, as a Christmas DJ. And I forgot the name of this town, but it's a town used in ginger snaps.
Baden Down.
Bailey Down?
Bailey Down.
Bailey Down?
Yeah. Yes.
We lost Gamboa.
uh-oh.
Gamboa down. Look at that finger sticking up too.
I
Let's
know.
make fun of him while he's not here.
Can we like?
What do you guys think?
Photoshop it and put it
Do
up
you
his
guys-
nose?
Do you guys think those presents on the Santa are full of booze behind him?
Well, it looks like the zombie's about to eat his head.
I don't know, right? There's a Santa.
Alan's
hat
making a
down
point.
on.
Just like in a Christmas horror story.
Long point. So anyway, Christmas horror
We're-
story.
We're being shut down because one of
Yeah.
the things I was looking up all day today was what type of acid do you use to dispose of a body? So I'm sure we're
boy.
all on the FBI watch
You
list.
should have just called me.
We'll talk afterwards. It's for a book. It's not for disposing of a real body. There's a pig farm near here that I use for that.
You're
right,
right,
you want
I think it
We
got
thought
him.
Yeah, got him. He disappeared.
All right, do you want me to jump in?
Do
Hey,
it.
Laura, how are you?
Hey, Laura.
Hey, Laura. All right. Since I picked the movie and since I took the notes, as Alan was saying, movie opens up with Santa Claus battling zombie elves, but these aren't your normal zombie elves. These ones quick, fast, smart, and have really horrible senses of humor. And
Foul mouth.
Shiny. Shiny the elf. What the heck?
shiny. And then boom, movie cuts back to 12 hours earlier. William Shatner, is the DJ for Bailey Downs. It's Christmas Eve, and he's celebrating. Not celebrating. They're commemorating the 1-year anniversary. The previous Christmas Eve, 2 kids, Connor and Jenna, died at St. Joseph's Academy. The connection with Shatner is it was his grandchildren. So he's trying to make the best of Christmas Eve.
Landa.
Hi, Landa. He's trying to make the best of Christmas Eve. His Storm and Norman, his sound engineer, is this grumpy old SOB. He goes down to the Christmas toy drive, writes F Christmas, puts it in the window.
Storm and Norman.
And then the stories begin. There's a bunch of college kids who want to go to St. Joseph's Academy. It's the 1-year anniversary. They want to get a story. What's going on? Maybe get some paranormal activity. But the only way they can get in. Hey, Big Mike.
Back.
I had to go to my phone.
Oh.
The internet's been cold here, so the internet's real wonky here.
Oh.
How cold is it?
Oh, it's just been 20s, 30s. Nothing extreme, but the internet here.
Hey, Tony.
Tony.
Hey,
Sorry, dude.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Festivus Eve.
Thanks, Tony. We missed you too.
So go on, folks.
All right. So anyways, the 3 college students are going to St. Joseph's Academy to investigate. They want to do a video documentary on the deaths of Connor and Jenna. And of course, when they get there, there is 2 murdered ghosts on Christmas Eve at St. Joseph's Academy. The spirits are going to be there. Now, the young girl who gave them the key, her father is the janitor. And she gives them the key, and then she and her family go to visit. I can't remember what her name was, Aunt Edna or something.
I thought initially it was Tanta, like
Oh,
Tanta
maybe.
Pringle, but then it went.
Yeah.
You're right. It went to Edna after that. It was.
It was Edda. Yeah, it was Edda.
Edna. They go to this house with this creepy German guy who's the butler, motor chauffeur, everything, and the aunt who is about as warm and cuddly as the Grinch at the beginning of the movie, except her heart never grows. And she throws them out of the house after the son, who's a complete asshole, starts playing around with this antique Krampus doll and breaks it. She gets mad, throws them out, and on the way home,
Hey, Muffin.
Muffin, how you doing, dude? Glad you made it, buddy. Their car crashes, and of course, something big and white and mean is chasing them through the forest. And the other story deals with Scott Peterson. Scott is the cop that investigated and found the bodies of Connor and Jenna a year ago. He's going through PTSD, and he's trying to figure out he's trying to deal with it. His family's not handling it well. So him and his family go out to find a Christmas tree, enter some property illegally, and get the Christmas tree. Find out that they probably shouldn't have gone in there, not because there was no trespassing, because the owner was grumpy. The owner was hiding and protecting something that was very evil and dark. I love this one. This became my favorite when I first watched it a few years ago. Oh, and of course, there is Santa Claus fighting the zombie elves,
That's my favorite.
That is just, I love that.
Funny.
It's just so funny where he's like hitting them with his staff and they're getting up and calling them names and attacking them. It's like a Christmas version of Trick or Treat. there's 4 or 5 different stories. There's 4 different stories being told. There is a connecting point to each of them. I liked them all. I thought they were fun. I thought each of them had a unique twist to it. The acting the writing is superb. The way it was written, I think, was fantastic. I checked up the writers. They were not big name writers. They've only done a few other writing gigs, but I thought the writing was perfect. There were 3 directors to it. I think they did a great job. Other than Shatner, there were no real big name actors. And Shatner he was like the Christmas crypt keeper for this tale. He just linked everything together. But the ending of it blew me away. And it's very rare that the credits roll in a movie and I go, oh my God, that was awesome. This movie did it for me. So
I didn't see it coming. I
Nope.
did not see the end of that.
No.
It was weird because I put it together who Storm and Norman was, what his connection. I don't want to wreck it for anybody,
Right.
but I didn't see that coming. I thought that was it was really well done the way they put that together. I mean, it's not a movie that's going to win any Academy Awards just because of the way what kind of film it is, but the way they tied everything together, I love that. It was like a Harry Potter novel almost. The way they interwove all those the people in the tales, the characters in the tales, and it was really well done. I like them all. I think my favorite was probably the Changeling as well, but I really liked I liked the Zombie Santa, and the one I liked the least was probably the Krampus one, and I didn't hate it. It was still pretty good.
I like the Krampus one only because of the twist at the end.
Oh,
that was pretty cool.
The Krampus one was okay. It was like something you've seen before, And my least favorite was the kids.
Oh, thanks, Laura. Be careful out there.
Drive safely, Laura.
Laura, Merry Christmas.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Be careful.
Happy Festivus.
My favorite
I'm beginning to think Hadley works in the HR department.
My favorite had to be the Santa.
Yeah.
The Krampus one, the Changeling, and then the kids. I didn't really care for the kids one. I don't know. It just didn't work for me. But I was surprised at how good this movie is. I mean, you look at the cover and it's Santa fighting Krampus.
Right.
And you think, cheesy, it's one of those sci-fi specials. And it was actually pretty good.
It was a good looking Krampus too. I like the white.
Yeah, I like that.
And you actually get the payoff in the movie of that scene.
Yeah.
It's not, like a lot of the covers you don't get the payoff of. This one you actually get that. So
it was good.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. In the end, like you guys said, I didn't see that coming either. So this was good. What do you think, Hadley, or did you already while I was gone?
No, I hadn't said yet. I kind of have mixed feelings about it. First off, let me preface this by saying I watched it while I was working. And so there was a lot of stuff like I kind of tune out if I'm not interested in the movie that I'm watching, and I kind of tuned out and started, doing whatever. But there were aspects of it I liked. It lost me in the way it kept going back and forth from the stories. I would have done much better if it had just stuck with one and told the whole story and moved on. I think I would have watched the whole thing then. That's the only problem I had. Now, when the ending started, like the reveal came out, I was like, oh my God, that makes this whole movie 10 times better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Changeling Story was my favorite. That was the creepiest little kid. Oh my God. Oh, when like the stuff's going on in the living room, you can see him in the shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, no. We had to get rid of
feeling.
So, when he was climbing on this, that was creepy. The kid nailed it. He absolutely nailed it.
Oh yeah, I mean, for a child actor, he was phenomenal.
So it was a good twist. Like I said, I'm not going to give it the highest because it couldn't keep me focused, but that's probably more me than it. It was a really good reveal. I didn't like the teenage story. I did like the Krampus because I just love this the way it looked, it was such a good monster.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really
It
was.
was cool looking.
Why can they do that, but they can't do Bigfoot? Explain this to me. Or a werewolf. I mean, because that looked awesome.
It did, but it was easy. You just get a big muscular dude, body paint him, and then throw on
What's his name?
horns and some face appliances and
But
claws.
they
Rob
do that
Archer.
in I guess some of the Scandinavian countries. They do that. Like they have Krampus where everybody dresses up,
Yeah.
and some of their costumes look just as good as that.
Yeah. It was a good Krampus suit, or if you want to call it that. It's great. I was like I said, I was surprised at this movie. I thought it was gonna be a sci-fi an asylum, a movie like an asylum.
So did I.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have picked it if I did.
Hey, Hope.
I hope.
Hey, Hope.
I wouldn't
You
have picked it.
Mr. Thanksgiving.
Name me another Thanksgiving horror movie that I could have picked.
The New World. I don't know.
I was telling them earlier. The other night I saw Thanksgiving 3. If you like Thanksgiving, which I doubt, don't go see this. Thanksgiving 3 made Thanksgiving look like an Academy Award performance.
And nobody twisted your arm.
Nobody twisted my arm. It was just like, I'm going to watch this through to the end. And it was like, damn, I can withstand torture now. Drop me into North Korea. There's nothing they can do that's going to
I don't turn off a lot of movies, but I came close with that one. It was just so terrible.
It was no Snatch.
No, absolutely not. No Wolf of Snow Hollow.
No hobo with a shotgun.
So, what do we give this new modern classic of the holiday? See, they didn't get to Cecil. He still remembers Thanksgiving.
I see.
Right?
So, what do we give this movie, folks?
I'll give it a 3.
Wow.
Scott?
4.7. I really liked it.
Wow.
Well, it's the ending that did it for me. Like I said, very rarely does an ending of a movie blow me away.
I'll give it a 3.5, but like Scott said, that ending is a doozy.
Yeah.
It really is. It makes the entire thing worth seeing. But the thing is, you can't just go to the end and watch that, because if you do, you'll have no idea.
You won't know what
watch
happened.
the movie first.
It's worth watching. I mean, I'm not giving it a 3 because 3's in the middle for me. It's not the worst movie I've seen, but it's really not the best. So
I'd give it a 4. I wouldn't watch it again. Well, there's certain parts I would watch again. I love the zombie Santa part. I thought that's a great movie. Cool. Just on its own.
But Santa, elves don't die.
Shiny the elf. I just can't get over that. It's like his stripper name. What's
Jingle.
up with that?
What was it?
They have to have stripper elves. I mean, there's got to be entertainment after work.
So we recommend this one.
I mean, yeah, I think it's worth seeing. Like I said, it's not gonna. You likely won't watch it again. It's not gonna win any Academy Awards, but it's definitely worth seeing one time.
Well, I think this is the movie that Shatner used to fund his trip to buy his spacesuit.
Oh yeah.
He didn't make enough money. That's for sure.
I was gonna say, it made that much money. I know.
They should have sent him up in his old Star Trek uniform.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Doubt it would have fit.
He was disappointed though when he got up there. There's no green women.
Yeah. Where are all the names?
So, okay, Black Friday. Somebody want to take a crack at that?
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah. So, Black Friday is a weird movie. I thought it was a zombie movie, but it's not really. It's zombie-esque, and it starts off with this meteor sort of crashing to Earth in It smashes through the ceiling of this store called Allmart, and this guy, typical, blob guy, what's that thing? And he goes over there and he gets infected by this space parasite. So he stumbles around, he stumbles out, and he infects 2 other workers, and you can just see where this is going. So this other guy, he picks up, they all work at a toy store. A bunch of people work at this toy store. Picks up his buddy, goes to the toy store. They start talking. This is going to be a hell night. It's Black Friday, of course, at a toy store. Bruce Campbell is the manager of the toy store, and basically it just turns into a shit show. All the zombies start coming in. If you can call them zombies. Start killing everybody. Everybody starts turning. Bad things happen. I don't really want to wreck it for anybody because it's a really new movie. But for me, like I said, I thought it was a true zombie movie, and it's just not. So it was. I don't want to say it was hard to get to, but I didn't enjoy the ending. There are several things in there that they could have done better, and there are several things that I actually enjoyed. And one of the things was Bruce Campbell. He plays a jerk. He's like the manager that doesn't tell his staff that they're all getting pay cuts and they're not getting Christmas bonuses when they show up for Christmas Eve or even overtime, and they might even be closing the store and didn't tell anybody. And he loves working there. It's his place to be. It's his second home. And, I don't know if anybody knows Bruce Campbell, but he's a great actor. He's been doing that type of movie for 30 years now.
If you don't know Bruce Campbell, you don't need to be watching the show.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm pretty sure everybody knows Bruce Campbell.
Go turn on the Hallmark channel.
But that said, I enjoyed it. It's another one that I won't watch again. There's just no need for it. But it was worth seeing one time.
Yeah.
What did you think, Scott?
I agree with you. It was a one-shot deal for me. I got the biggest. Yeah.
Me too, Lana.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. I got the biggest kick out of. I originally thought the star, the hero, the tough action hero, was going to be Bruce Campbell.
Me
And,
too.
and I got the biggest kick out of the fact that he was a wuss. That he always hid behind the big security guard, and that it was so out of character for him. I liked that role, but other than that, it was the same old tropes. It's the young kid who's he's afraid, he's scared, he rises up to the occasion. It's the hero himself has got several flaws, and at the end, he decides to be this way to save his friends and to save his family. And the old lady was great. I love the old lady. Yeah, she was. I used to work in retail when I was in college. It was like brought back flashbacks of Vietnam. But it was a fun movie. It's not going to win an Academy Award like Rich would say. Let's see. Oh, you love my ugly Christmas with Krampus on it.
Krampus on it. Nice.
Oh, wait a minute. You haven't seen the best part yet.
Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Now I'm afraid.
Sexy.
Now I'm afraid.
It lights up. That's
It
so
lights up.
Nice.
We call him Shiny the Elf now.
Hope
Or
is
Blinky
the one.
the Elf.
Hope is the one that got me the sweater. That's why.
Well, she's the keeper.
Yeah.
She's the keeper for sure.
I have to keep her. She's my sister.
Well, it's a good thing she's worth it. She searched long and hard for that. She had to.
The only thing that would have been better would be like Godzilla with a big red nose.
Oh, there you go.
But then my nephew Stevie would have taken that, or Muffin Roblox. So God knows why he picked the name Muffin. But getting back.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Slither with
Yes.
Nathan Fillion? So
Yes.
this movie reminded me of Slither a lot. Now, I love that movie Slither. It was just fantastic.
That's one of my favorites.
It's really gooey and nasty and gross, and
Yeah.
some bigger names in that than this. But they're along the same lines, but that was done better. One of the things that happens in both movies is that the infected sort of conglomerate into this larger thing. And at the end of the movie, the end of Black Friday, it's apparent what's going to happen, and they kind of ripped it off from Slither.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen Slither, watch Slither. It's a great movie. This one you have to see too, but like we were saying, it's okay. It's not terrible.
It wouldn't have gotten the popularity if it wasn't for Bruce Campbell being in it.
Right.
Nobody would have watched it. You're right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Well, this one had Devon Sawa from Idle Hands. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
That's a great movie.
Yeah. And Michael Jai White.
Yep.
Who played the original Spawn. So you had some horror history right there in this movie too, besides Bruce.
Ivana Baccaro's in it too. She was in the the what the heck was the name of that movie? Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She was a kid.
There's some
I didn't recognize her.
There's some horror royalty in that, I guess, if you want to say that. Besides Bruce.
It had potential, but it fell flat to me.
It did.
But I can see what Rich is saying about the similarities with it and Slither. It had the potential to be, but I think a lot of it was like I had no idea who the lead actor was. He really didn't have much screen hold. You know, he didn't really capture a scene.
Presence. You're right.
Right.
He just didn't have it.
Go look him up in Idle Hands, though.
Idle Hands is a good flick.
It is. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good flick. But this is a typical Bruce Campbell movie, other than his big ones. You know, people come to see Bruce, and the movies are usually crap. But Bruce is the presence you come to see. And not a lot of actors have that anymore, to where, you know, the movie sucks, but I want to see Bruce in it, you know?
Yeah, he's got a huge cult following.
Yeah. He does. I mean, I enjoyed this movie. I think it's one of his better modern movies. You know, it's better than The Man with the Screaming Brain.
Yeah.
Or My Name is Bruce.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed those, you'll really enjoy this one. And I love Bruce.
Yeah.
He's great.
You know.
Well, speaking of Bruce and royalty, what do y'all think about Evil Dead 3? It's supposed to come out, February?
Is he in that?
I don't know.
I think he's producing it.
I hadn't heard
that. He
that.
says it's just too physical. Ash is just too physical of a character for him anymore. You know?
Huh.
I'm not.
I'm glad he recognizes that.
We're talking the movie, right? We're not talking another season of Ash versus the Evil Dead.
No, it's a movie.
Yeah, no.
Huh.
I did not like the first remake of the Evil Dead. It was...
I didn't watch it.
I did. I went to see it. There's a couple of nods to it, like, you know, his old Plymouth is in the background as a wreck, but, you know, most reimaged movies just suck.
Yeah.
It's called The Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah.
And Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell are going to be executive producers.
I'm looking at it right now. The official title is Groovy.
The film serves as the 5th installment in the Evil Dead franchise. I only thought there were 3. What's the 4th?
I don't know. Army of Darkness was the 3rd one, right?
That's what I thought.
Well, I guess maybe this is a sequel to Army of Darkness if you get rid of the 2 reimaging Evil Dead's 1 and I don't know.
Oh, it is going to be released on HBO Max.
Oh. I think you're going to see. I think theaters are taking a nosedive, but.
Well, that was one of my predictions in 2020 was that we were going to see people move to going to work from home and that we were going to see more streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's happening. I'm dying to go see that new Spider-Man movie at the movie theater. I just haven't had the time.
And that's the only movie that's done really well this year.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
It's the Spielberg movie bombed.
The West Side
The
Story?
West Side Story. Oh my god!
Oh,
it made like,
I mean, I
think
can
it
see
made
that.
like 10 million the first opening weekend. I mean, like
That's
this
just
is
COVID.
this is no. I think it's just this is 1941 again.
Oh, maybe.
If you're gonna make a musical, why would you make a musical for something that's like 50 or 60 years old? Make Indiana Jones the musical. That I would have gone to see.
Box office. I'm trying to look up the box office now.
I'm still trying to figure out what the fourth
so
film in the original series is.
The Evil Dead?
Good tidings.
Well, there was Evil Dead 1, then Evil Dead 2, then there was Army of Darkness, I thought.
You know what? They're just calling the Evil Dead of the fourth movie. I'm looking at it right now. Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, and Evil Dead. The first one was in 1981. The last one was in 2013.
So then they're skipping over the two re-imagings of the Evil Dead.
No, the first re-imaging is the fourth movie, is what they're calling it.
Oh.
Oh, or wait. Are they? What about Cabin in the Woods?
No,
I don't know that that's related.
That had nothing to do with it.
Okay. Well,
put up Tony's thing. He's got a great pick.
All right, where's Tony's thing?
Tony's posting. I should have said.
Good tidings.
Good tidings.
Well, when we get done tonight, I'm going to go and watch my movie that I picked that y'all didn't want to watch.
Which one?
Exactly, which one? I can't. Let me see if I can find the name of it.
You don't even remember.
Well, no, I don't remember. It's a foreign movie, but it's supposed to be really good. It is called, what is it? Rare Exports. Adventure fantasy horror, and it's supposed to be pretty good.
A Christmas Tale.
You realize that, because of this show now, my watch list is like 5 pages long.
Tony says it's good. He loves it. So it's a winner.
It's from Finland. Oh, they're drilling for core samples.
Finland, if I remember, they're the ones that gave us Red Snow.
Yeah. Did you mean Dead Snow?
Dead Snow. I'm sorry.
Dead Snow.
I was like, what's that?
No, I'm thinking of the sequel, Dead Snow 2, better dead than red.
Hey, Big Mike, you're muted. I think he's trying to clean his phone.
I see your lips moving, but I don't hear what you're saying.
I don't think he realizes he's on mute.
We can't hear you. Oh, he knows. He knows. Look at him making the faces now. He's making kissy faces at y'all. He's probably cussing us out, too.
Well, I hear
You are muted.
I hear somebody's puppy in the background wanting attention.
Oh, is it? Can we see it? Can we see the baby?
Mine?
No, I thought it was yours.
No, Rich got a baby. He's got the little baby now. Mine. Boudreaux has gotten big.
Let me go get her. I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, I heard the whining. I thought it was your little puppy.
No, my puppy's gotten big, and he's just trouble.
Isn't that what makes them lovable?
It is.
And then when I love it, when they get into trouble and you chastise them, they either give you the big eyes or they turn their head like, oh, what do you mean?
He gets under tables where I can't get him. I mean, he got out in the yard and got muddy today, and I was like, oh, come here. I'm going to wash you. He's like, oh, no, you're not going to catch me, lady.
Yeah. See, Londa, I'm not insane. Well, maybe I am, but when it came to the dog noise, we heard it.
And Big Mike's gone dark.
Yes. Well, he's always been dark.
To the dark side. He's still on mute.
I know.
Puppy's asleep.
Somebody,
And worse than that, she's asleep on my wife. So that's not happening.
is
If I want
she
to keep
dreaming?
everything I love dear. She wasn't kicking when I went up there,
Oh.
but she does dream. But we'll do that eventually. But I can show you books instead. I can show you this book.
Ooh.
I have this
Ooh.
book.
Thank you.
I read that.
Hey,
And
can you hear
I
me?
owe
We hear you now,
a
Mike.
review on this book.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's happening. Big Mike, you back?
Yeah,
He's not on me.
I'm having it must be Festivus.
Technical difficulties.
You need to get you a backup computer.
I've
I've got 4. I went through all 4 of them
you?
last night.
Oh no.
I read
Yeah.
Dead Island. I got to do the review. I'm reading Run now. And then when I'm done with Run, I'm reading Hadley's book.
Oh, aren't
Nice.
you kind?
Hadley's on the list.
Yes.
At the bottom.
No, kind of in the middle now.
Ooh,
I'm
that's
working
good.
towards you. Yeah.
That's what she said. I know. I hear where you're going with that.
Ho, ho, ho.
Well,
Brian Parker right now.
oh gosh, oh Nash. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm right
that's
there.
a good book.
It is. I like it so far. No zombies yet,
Good book.
so it's coming.
You want
coming.
a unique book, well written, really creepy. C. Ryan or Ryan C. Thomas's Hissers.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah.
I picked it up. He's got 2 books in the series. He's got a unique take on zombies that his book should be made into a movie. It is fantastic. Ryan C. Thomas, Hissers.
I'll have to look that up.
What is the unique take?
I don't want to spoil it.
Well, that would wreck it. Okay.
Yeah, it's. But when the unique take started to hit in the book, it's like, oh yeah, I'm hooked on this one. It was one of those books like I stayed up to 3 or 4 in the morning to read.
That's
wow.
when I read my books.
No, I mean I stayed up. Usually at 2 o'clock, I go in the bed, I bring a drink, the dogs snuggle with me, I open the book, and then I wake up 4 hours later.
Wow.
So how do we rate Black Friday?
I think I would probably give it. I give it a 3, just because I enjoyed a lot of the way that it worked, and there was quite a bit of it that didn't work, but the stuff that did work was pretty good. So I'll give it a 3, right in the middle.
I'll give it a 3.5
I'd give it a
just because it
3.
had Bruce Campbell.
Would you say,
What did
Mike?
you say, Alan?
I'd give it a 3.
I'm going to go with Hadley, 3.5 because of Bruce Campbell. Otherwise, without him, it would have been a 2.5.
Yeah, it would have been. He's just amazing.
I probably wouldn't have watched it.
We still need to have a Bruce Campbell night.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many that we could do.
Oh,
We need to get together and hammer out what we want, like our next couple of weeks to look at or look like, so we can get promotions ready.
Okay. So next week to celebrate the end of the disastrous 2021 and to prepare for the more disastrous 2022, we're doing apocalypse movies.
I think apocalypse is fun, but I don't know about y'all. I mean, y'all might not like it. You might be tired of the apocalypse. We've been living through it since we're 2 years now.
Please,
I could never be tired of the apocalypse.
This is apocalypse on the easy setting.
Yeah.
I know. Don't you wonder what our grandparents would think about people?
My grandparents would slap some of the people I know.
Oh, I know. I know. Get a corn cob. We didn't have toilet paper back in 1902.
We used to eat yard and pull it out.
Yeah.
Somebody on Facebook today had a. Oh, I'm sorry. Apocalypse. Yeah, I'm in.
Sure. I know which movie I want.
Go ahead, Rich. Sorry.
I was just gonna say somebody
having a rough night
on. That's okay, buddy. Somebody on Facebook today had a picture posted, and it was about people bitching about 2021, and it was a bunch of soldiers in a trench in 1914 on Christmas Day, and it was just it hits you. You're like, oh, yeah. Me, I'm bitching because I can't go to the movies, and these guys were dying in the trenches.
Oh yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a different world back then.
I mean, when you think everything the Americans went through during the, I'm not belittling World War I, but like the Great Depression.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that was right after World War One. So there you go. And what did they have in the middle? A pandemic.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So they had it all.
Real pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're really lucky, and people just forget. But I guess we're also dealing with kids now who don't remember what it's like not to have a cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everything is at their disposal.
So
you know,
old.
I was joking with my wife today. I remember standing around Blockbuster waiting for somebody to bring back the VHS tape that I wanted so I could be first in line to get the next reviewing of it.
Was that Locker Room Roller Derby Girls?
Porky's.
Yeah.
Part 4.
Porky's too. No, it wasn't Porky. I think it was Porky's 3 was the good one. Buy your Apocalypse Fire. Ashhole runs a weapons store down in southern New Hampshire. He should have had a Black Friday sale.
I think I might need to talk to this fella.
Yeah. I know, right?
Yes, I'll hook the two of you up.
Please do.
Yeah.
I'm in need of some ammo. Always in need of some ammo.
So what is everybody's plans? Not only just us, but everyone out there.
Yeah, what's everybody's plans?
I'm just staying home Christmas Day with the family. It's the first year my mother-in-law is living with us. We're going to do Christmas Day as a family here, and then we're going down my sister's house to do Christmas Day with her on Sunday.
That's cool.
Nice.
We do Christmas Eve here. We'll have my parents and then my wife's family. She's got 3 brothers, and her mom will be coming over, and all their extended family will be here. And Christmas Day, we just sit here for a few hours and then go to my brother-in-law's house. No real traveling. He lives 2 towns over.
Yeah.
One town over. Oh boy, I'm in trouble now. What about you guys?
I'm working Christmas Day, so we're going to open stuff up when I get home. Well, they'll open up a little bit, and then when I get home. So I think we're having Chinese.
What time are you getting home?
We're going on 4. So.
Bidding on ass. I'm thinking of Cecil's going pro. The Battery.
The Battery. I hear that's good.
I saw that actually. It's a zombie movie.
Is it?
Yeah. It's actually not terrible. 2 guys end up in a car, and it's surrounded by the dead. And it's about what they do to. If I'm talking about the same one you are, Tony, it's actually pretty good. There's one really funny scene. It's not a comedy, but there's one funny scene.
Yeah.
It's worth seeing.
Yeah, I hear it's good. People always talk about it.
Yeah, there he goes.
So can
another zombie. Apocalyptic movies.
It can be zombies.
Am I behind you guys?
What's that? No, you're fine.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
you're good.
I just hate my internet right now.
Yeah,
I think we're all kind of tired.
Yeah,
we don't seem to have much steam.
It's been a long month.
It has, and I'm telling y'all, if I hadn't missed everybody so much, I don't know that I could have made it tonight. But I missed y'all.
Thank you. We're a good team together.
We are.
Like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
No.
Well, the 3 horsemen and 1 horsewoman of the apocalypse. So HR will come down on me. All right, Cecil.
Awesome.
I'm telling.
I've got a couple of things I'm working on that I'm not saying to anybody because if they don't pan out, I don't want to disappoint anyone. But keep your fingers crossed for 2022.
That's good news.
All right.
My book's at the publisher
Definitely.
right now.
Definitely.
Hopefully that's coming out soon.
Awesome.
Yeah. I got to
Good.
start
Can't wait.
pushing that. Yeah.
Cannot wait.
Have you read both series, Alan? You did, right? You read both of my series?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
a crossover.
Love them.
This one actually took like 2 years to write because I just couldn't get to it. But I finally finished it up, and it's good. Like I said, it's at the publisher. They're talking about covers now.
Oh, nice. Nice. Do you get a choice, or do they just do the covers for you?
So the way it works for me is I'm actually published through Severed Press, and I write the story, and they do everything else. They do all the marketing. They get the cover, but what we do is we talk back and forth on how we want the cover to look. And the covers are generally, they're my idea, but I don't do the art. They have artists, and honestly, the cover for my first book was fantastic. I don't know who did it, but it was done by some artist that Severed uses, and I sort of kept that theme for the next 3. And then when I wrote Chaos Theory, it was my idea to have a zombie and a guy just sort of yelling at each other like this, and I thought the cover was great, and the book just tanked. It didn't sell at all. Yep. So
that was an iconic cover, though, because I remember that.
I loved it. I thought it was great. Then Gary at Severed, he contacted me and he said, "Yeah, we should just change the cover. The book's not doing great." We changed cover to the newer cover, which is a guy with a rifle and people behind him, and the thing exploded. People started buying it left and right.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah, it was weird. Honestly, I thought the first cover blew the other one away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so. I thought so too. But they're real weird. Jonathan Don did original art for my covers, and I loved them, but I don't think anybody else did. But I loved it because he like took stuff from the story and he brought it to life.
That is cool.
So.
Well, that's why I loved for the Shattered World and from Operation Majestic using Uwa, because he loved taking the monsters and just expanding on them and making them fantastic.
Mantis critters.
Speaking of monsters, have y'all watched any? Oh, there it is. That's the iconic cover.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
There's your cover.
Yeah.
Rich.
That is the cover.
Yeah.
Cover. Yeah.
Do you have the run book there?
I like that.
I don't have them down here. Do I? No, I don't have them. They're upstairs.
This is a Chaos Theory one.
Yeah.
And then your other ones, then, they went to...
Yeah. That's... Now, to me, that one with the 2 together, it just blows the other one away.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
But the moment, like the next day, I was watching... on Amazon, I was watching the book sales, and they just went through the roof. It went from I had sold maybe 600 copies of it initially, and then it was like 15,000.
Wow!
Holy crap! How does that happen? That
Wow.
the following month, it just exploded. So I'll take it. It was nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's
nice
why
you
with
got
me,
some input into your covers at least.
Yeah.
I kept on telling my social media man, this is what I want. And she's like, no, this is what you need. And the books have been popular. So screw it. Let her do all the work. She knows what she's doing. I'll just be the writer.
I don't know, Cecil.
Right.
I don't know if that's true. Maybe you should put that picture in the chat. Just so we can evaluate it, and it'll never get on the internet, I promise.
I want to use that as my next book cover.
Make me a poster. I need something for my office.
You put it right behind him, right there.
I'll put it right behind me because my head will be blocking the napkin. But
well, that Zombie Island book you held up, Rich, that they had the cover first.
You mean this one? This Zombie Island?
Yeah,
book?
they had the cover. Yeah, beautiful. I love that cover.
That's a great cover.
But they had that
you
done
tricked me
before I even wrote the story.
You
Really?
You tricked me with that book. I had no idea it was going to start off in the 1800s. Because I'm looking at the cover, same conversation we were just having, and I'm seeing skyscrapers, And then it starts off in, what was it, 1893, 1896, something?
Oh, yeah,
1863,
yeah.
Cockatoo Island. Yeah. And I'm like, what? So then I fast forwarded like 20 pages and I'm like, shit, it's still there. So, and then you tricked me. You threw in the time jump, which I thoroughly enjoyed. It was really well done. I owe you the review. I'm going to write it tomorrow.
Is that
I promise.
Is that the second book?
No, this is a
No,
different
that
one.
one's
No.
it's undefeated.
Oh.
It's I did it for Silent Studios. They gave me an outline, and I ran with the outline.
I was going to say, because I'm like 1863. I remember two
out.
guys on a plane.
Yeah.
On an airfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually
Big Mike, my favorite scene of that, my favorite scene in the book, and the one I could see as a movie, was when they're running down the hill and the zombies are tripping and rolling after them and passing them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, that would make such a great movie.
what was the Russian guy's name? Nico?
Arkady. Oh, the other one, yeah.
Yeah, not Arcady.
Nico, yeah.
Nico. That would make an interesting movie as well. That was pretty brutal.
Nico.
I have to say this. Y'all hear how quiet my dogs have been tonight?
Yeah.
I was on an interview last week. They barked the entire time. I put them outside and you could hear them barking the entire time. They don't say a peep on Thursdays. They're like, no, those are our people. We're not going to bark.
Maybe
my captives are the same way. You didn't hear them, right?
I don't hear anybody screaming.
Well, that's good.
No, my cat's off to my left here demanding to be petted.
Is that who I hear meowing?
No, that was me.
Oh, it was Rich.
Yeah.
You were meowing?
There's my little black cat, Michonne.
Oh,
hi.
Kitty cat.
Holy cow. She's huge.
Yeah. She was tiny for like 3 or 4 years. She was this little cat, and all of a sudden this fall she grew.
Did she grow or did she get puffy? Is it her hair?
Oh, her fur has always been fluffy.
Okay.
But no, she actually grew. One day she walked by Archer, and I'm like, I'm almost as big as he is now. But she still does a little.
I love cats.
Yes.
I actually used to have
Cats
cats
are
before.
fun.
I got Domino, and then my cats died, and Domino needed a friend, and that's when I was with the dog handler. So we got a German Shepherd, and that's what led me into the German Shepherd life.
Mm-hmm.
But I grew up. My grandfather had shepherds, so I had been around them. But they're like cats, but they're very aloof and they do their own thing. But then people are scared as hell to come into your house.
Yeah, but that's okay too.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, my dogs.
My wife had a shepherd.
My boxes bark like lunatics when anybody comes on the property. But if I open the door, the tails start wagging and they run over.
Yeah, if a serial killer were to come into my house, the dog would just, just rub my belly. We're cool.
Yeah. Oh, you got treats. Yeah, there are treats.
Now, y'all say that, but I'll tell you, when my mom was living, the lady that kept her was out in the garage with the handyman and his wife, and he left to come in the house. And my big shepherd is the gentlest, sweetest dog. Bit him, not hard, but he nipped him. And the guy was like, "He bit me." I go, "Are you bleeding?" He said, "No." I go, "You didn't get bit then. I've seen what these dogs can do, and that's not it."
Right.
All right, hello, who's calling?
That's my son looking for a ride, but my wife's gonna get him. So
is she awake now?
She wasn't sleeping. The dog was sleeping on her. She was up there watching the Santa Claus too, and the dog was here. And I looked at her. I was like, "Oh, I want to take the puppy down." She's like, "No, that's not happening."
You don't disturb the pets when they're hungry.
No, that's how I know she's good people.
Yeah.
I sleep on a sliver of bed at night with my ass hanging over the mattress so the dogs can cuddle up with me.
More or less the same.
Yeah.
It's pretty much.
And every once in a while, Walter will like pull his legs up and then push. And then the next thing I know, I'm on the floor. Walter's looking over like, what happened to you?
Well, guys, it's wrapping up. We're going to end at 9 tonight. So you want to tell everybody what you're working on and what you're doing and what's coming in the new year?
I think we already did.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start, I guess. Go out and not just mine, everybody, Hadley's, Big Mike's, Rich's, anyone else, anyone on HLI, buy Kindle books, send them to your friends as stocking stuffers of that. They're great gifts. You introduce people to new writers. As for me, I am working on Nurse Alyssa 8. I'm starting to plot out the third Tatiana book, and I'm getting ready to start plotting out the second, the Chronicles of Paul book. So other than that, after the new year, I'll just be sitting in the basement writing and being servant to 4 pets.
Thank you, Tony. Servant to 4 pets. What about your wife? You're servant to her too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually with her, I'm more like the ATM.
Okay.
I like
I'm
that
the
nod.
pet.
Yeah.
So, Rich, what you got going on?
Well, I just submitted a story for an anthology to South Africa, but I haven't heard back from them yet, so I don't know what's going on there. And my current crossover is with the publisher. I would imagine that they're doing publishing edits now. I gave him a cover idea the other day, so hopefully that's going to come out shortly. There's a group of writers on Horror Writers Inc. and all over the place, really, that just got a Christmas sort of catalog released. Yeah. You can find that. I honestly don't remember the title of it, though. Do you guys
remember?
Once
Upon the Apocalypse.
Once Upon the Apocalypse. Yeah, you guys check that out. It's free. You can get it on Amazon.
All 4 of us are in it.
Yep, all of us are in it, and there's a huge group of writers are in it. Yeah.
I don't think Joe's in it, but Jamie is, and
yeah.
Who else? Bailey Higgins.
Yeah.
It was
David
her
Simpson,
idea.
Chris Philbrook, Christopher Artinian. Yeah, a bunch of names. Give it a try. Everybody's got like a short story or an article in there, and you can figure out where their stuff is located and what they do. So yeah, check that out. What about you, Alan? What do you got going on?
Well, I'm still trying to get some books out. Working on a talk show with Joe Hansen called Lowballing. We're trying to get that off the ground. And Rich Stucci and Brian Parker are going to be the guest. Scott, we want to rope you onto there too.
Sounds good.
Put you on there. We like to do 2 people at a time and have a little drink and conversation.
I like the drink pot.
We're trying to get that off the ground. So
yeah,
that's about it right now.
So are y'all taking like suggestions on who you should have, or you got a list, or what's going on with that?
We'll take suggestions. I don't know if Joe will listen to them.
I was going to say, I bet Tony's got a bunch.
I bet Tony's. Yeah, we're taking suggestions of guests, people you want to see or listen to. And
but it's all men, right? Aren't you just doing men?
Yeah,
like
all men. Club? All men. It's a man's program that women can listen to. That sounds good. Don't call HR on me, please.
It's a ship full of men.
I think I suggested it. I think it's fun because y'all are more likely to say things to each other that you wouldn't if I'm there. Well, you might with me. I don't know. Yeah. I kind of think y'all think I'm one of the guys. But
the prettiest of the guys, but yes.
At least my photo is.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd fit right in, I'm sure.
But
now the only thing that's going through my mind is that song. Men.
That's what I go for.
All right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it.
What about you, Hadley?
Yeah, come on.
You didn't tell us.
Okay, well, last week I did Into the Outer Realms, and Tony apparently listened to it. I had fun. I was able to talk about stuff I don't ever get to talk about, so that was interesting. It was a good time, except for the barking. I kind of got anxious about that. My baby's never been outside that long by himself, so he was like, "Why I'm out here?" But Other than that, my Tapestry of Worlds Part 1 is still in Audible Land, and it should be hopefully released sometime in January. So, by the way, tomorrow is the anniversary of me publishing my first book.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So, happy Festivus to me.
Yes.
Happy Festivus to you.
What year anniversary?
Look at this.
Oh.
Oh,
A
there
puppy
she is.
surprise. Oh.
Come on, puppy.
Oh,
There she
Look
is,
at
and
this
she doesn't want to be here.
face.
Where are you going?
oh,
Oh, do you want to say hi? Her name is Freya.
Hi,
hey,
Freya.
Freya.
I'm trying to get it such that you can see her. There she is. Oh, and come on, there it is. Yeah, she's how old is she now?
Oh, we lost Alan.
She's almost 10 weeks.
Oh.
So
Well,
she had
she's-
a vet appointment today, and she did very well. Oh, you got to chew on my face.
Oh,
Oh, my feet.
oh,
there you go.
kisses.
Daddy
Go
kisses.
back to mama. Thank you.
She's going to be a handful named Freya.
She's already a handful.
I love a dog that gives kisses.
Yeah. She's a great pup.
But that's it. That's all we got. So, guys, please like us, subscribe, tell your friends about us. We've got some
Thanks,
great
Jamie.
things coming. You should hear more about it maybe next week with the apocalypse. I'm not sure. Maybe with our 2022 apocalypse. Who knows? But until next time, stay weird, and we will talk to you then.
Bye,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas. Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming in. Have
Merry
a merry and
Christmas.
safe one.